right. Good morning. The 25th of August. Happy Tuesday. What's going on? Yeah, get my red hat on today. Texas. Bill Hillstrom will like that. Yeah, what's shaking? We're in what's gonna be Studio B, but right now I'm surrounded by stuff. So, good morning, Rick. What's happening? How are you? Welcome in. Morning, Kevin Hawthorne. Yeah, from down in Florida. Good morning, Roy Dahl from Chicago, man. Yeah, what's going on? Good morning, team, he says. Good morning, Ben Bryant. All you pond guys, fresh off Pondemonium. I might have to check that out. It's not every year, though, is it? It's every couple of years, right? If I remember right. That'll give me time to get my act together. Yeah. Roy just edged you out. You know, hey, listen, Ben, you got to be a little quicker on the draw. Okay. Good morning, Sherry Turner. How are you? What's happening? Good morning, everybody. Yeah, Crystalline79 joined us on Instagram. Thank you for making sure that at least someone shows up on Instagram. Hey, never give up, right? We'll keep posting. Yeah. Somebody pinch me. I'm dreaming. The dogs have are still sulking from coming back from the spa at my brother Rick's place. Yeah. They're thinking they're getting some, Black Forest ham or shaved steak, with a little bit of cheese on it, warmed up just nice. And then heat come back here and they get dog food and an occasional sausage. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Every 2 years, says Roy. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's a big undertaking. It looks like quite an event. Well done and well run. So pretty cool. Good morning, Krista. Yeah. Good to see you. What's happening, guys? What did we do yesterday? Cooper came over and we ripped out the radiation in the living room because it was all banged up and I couldn't get the new. Have you ever tried to put new covers like slant fin radiation covers on existing base so that just the fin tube is there, but you got to get new covers behind? And these guys drywalled over paneling, so it took up the space behind. Alex Redmond, you can appreciate this, I'm sure. And so I'm in there trying to do this. Wendy's like, you need help? I'm like, no, this is a one-person job. And 5 minutes later, I'm like, hey, can you give me a hand over here? Jesus Christ, you should know I need some help. Oh, God. But I had to contort myself into several different positions yesterday to get that done. And Cooper was great. We got the old wood-fired boiler out of the the basement. But Rick, I hate to tell you, we broke in half 2 4-wheel dollies in the process. I heard a loud crack, and I looked at Cooper. What was that? He goes, well, there goes your 4-wheel dolly. But the good news is, Rick, I promised you 2. I'll give you the other 2. Yeah, I've been there, Alex says. Good times, right? And then you get to get your hands all sliced up, which is good. And you just catch it on that radiation and zip, that opens you right up in good shape. Yeah, good times. Good times putting that stuff in, but it looks so much better. I don't want Wendy, the last bathroom was one of the bathrooms was a real pain. And Wendy goes, well, we could just get one of those plastic cover things. And I just put my hand up. I said, I don't even know you anymore. We don't do that. So anyway, we got it going. I got the half bath yet to do, which actually may require raising some pipes. Then the master bath. So I'm almost there, but it looks so much better, right? The radiator razor blades, yeah, for sure. But I mean, I was toast yesterday. We were both toast, and but we still got a bunch done, getting the living room put together. And Wendy's been at it, organizing things, moving tables here and chairs. They like seeing how things look. So Paul Tarasuk was up at 5:30 and did his daily workout. Good for you, man. I'm proud of you. I know that's something you've been really working on and trying to tune up. So good for you. Bill Hillstrom, do you like my hat today? Yeah. One of these in black and red. Got this one at Billy Bob's, I think. Yeah. So I love Texas. Bailey's out there doing her thing. Yeah. Planning the big wedding. So Yeah, safety first, safety first. Yes. As I walk around with my shoes untied, Bubba Hogan, what is going on, my brother? Yeah, I hope you're hope you're doing all right today. Ooh. Oh shoot! I saw your promo for the retreat to attack, and I got to tell you, I'm gonna have a conversation with chat or AI because they keep getting my face wrong. Oh shoot! But not bad, not bad. Pretty close, I guess. Texas ain't Tennessee. If you're gonna play in Texas, we always fire up the Alabama when we head hiking. So we blast the Alabama Live album in the Jeep on our way to whatever mountain we're going to. So yeah, feeling a little violated, but doing well. You know, hey, when you hit 50, you got to do those things. And the women laugh at you. No, just a state of Texas hat. So, um, roll tide. Good morning, Elizabeth from Natchez. Listen, guys, we got to be done with this idle chit chat. We have things to discuss, high level things to talk about today. Yeah. So, hey, the sun's coming up, cakes on the griddle. It's super foggy here this morning, but it's one of those days where you can tell it's just going to pop. It's going to be nice. Get out on the deck last night. Yeah. Hotty toddy. Yeah. It's going to be a banger of a weekend, too, I think. Coming up this coming weekend, we looked ahead at the weather and it looks like it's going to be good. So, my favorite time of year from about right now through, well, until about the time snow flies. And then I don't even hate that. So, plus I got a new tractor with a snow pusher blade on it. Bring bring on the snow. It could snow tomorrow. Let's go. Guys, we've been talking about being the leader that you'd follow, okay, for the last few days. All right. Good morning. If you're just joining us, sorry for the back and forth on the front end, but I do have a good time talking to my people as they roll in. This is Live 365. If you're new here, I'm Bob Turner. I'm Bailey's dad, Wendy's husband. I'm Rick's brother. I'm Tuck's dad. And I do this every day just because I think that, I don't know, I think people are capable of a lot more than they will allow themselves to believe. So try to bring a little positivity, not, rainbows and unicorns, but by way of accountability and consistency and discipline and all the things that come into play when you start looking at personal and business development. Okay, so we're on day 3 of our 10-day series about becoming the leader you would follow. Good morning to Premier Ponds in the mix. Now, guys, what's it like to actually be led by you? If you ask yourself that, what's it like to be led by me? Pretty simple question, right? Would you follow you? We talked about that on day 1, right? Yesterday, we talked about how your energy enters the room before your words do, okay? Come in and throw the keys on the table, whatever. Everybody knows you're there, right? What kind of energy do you bring? And today, I'm going to talk about something I see constantly in business, and that's leaders, including myself, getting frustrated because people aren't doing what they're supposed to do. Good morning, Dave Brackett. Sometimes there's a legitimate performance problem, right? And sometimes we never actually told them what good looks like. Good morning, Zach Madrano. How are you? Ben says, love the one extra friend or extra family member shout out every day. You like that, right? I'm a lot of things, Ben, right? Yeah, I appreciate my family for sure. Guys, this one, stop making people guess. That's what we're talking about today, okay? I've had the same version of this conversation with more business owners than I can count. They'd be frustrated on a coaching call, frustrated with their team. Bob, they should know, right? Well, why should he know? Well, he's been doing this long enough, right? No, okay. Good morning, Tyler Kirk. What's happening? Good morning. Hey, well, did you tell him exactly what to do? Well, pretty much. I mean, he really should know. And that's where things start get a little bit fuzzy in the conversation, because sometimes when the leader says they should know, what they really mean is, I know, so I assumed they knew as well. Okay. Yeah, Alex, me too, right? No better example of this than when Wendy and I were doing the V match on the ceiling, and I came in all fired up, ready to hellfire and brimstone going at this. We got about 2 courses in, and I'm like, hey, you know, you should be thinking ahead. You should know what board. I mean, you can see what's going on here, right? So we had to have a little discussion after that, and I had to stop being a jerk. But it was a great example of the fact that, like, if I'd just taken 10 minutes at the beginning and said, hey, this is how we're going to do this. This is how I typically lay it out. This is how we get in a rhythm to go. Should have been fine, right? But people don't know if you don't tell them, okay? Dad just showed up, got on, had to turn the phone off and reboot. Yeah. What is that? That's what are those Android things? That's right. Yeah. Anyway, he won't drink the Kool-Aid. Yeah, I know. So I assumed they knew too, right? So it's that curse of knowing. Okay. This happens especially with experienced business owners, right? Hey, you've been doing this for 10, 20, maybe even 30 years, right? You walk onto a job site, you can see what's wrong, what comes next, what's going on. You know what the customer expects, what needs to be protected, what clean looks like, what finished looks like, okay? You know when something doesn't pass the smell test, okay? You've done it for so long that you've forgotten something. You weren't born knowing that stuff either. Somebody taught you, okay? Or you screwed it up enough times that experience taught you. I remember when I first started building cabinets and making countertops, I asked a guy how to do something. He just kind of laughed at me. He says, you know, figure it out on your own. You know, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. He said, somebody taught you, right? And he kind of paused for a minute and he's like, all right, I'll show you how to do it. You know, and I think he learned something that day, you know, like if you teach me how to do it, you probably don't have to do it anymore. So here comes Bill Gustafson with another German place I don't dare to pronounce, but welcome from Germany, Bill. Trier, I think. Trier, Germany. Yeah, maybe you screwed it up enough times that you just learned, right? But now you got somebody who's been working for you for, say, 6 months, and you're frustrated because they don't see what you see. You know, of course they don't. They don't have you've got a 20-year head start, right? 20 years of pattern recognition. They got 6 months. So leadership isn't saying, how can you not see this? Leadership is asking, how do I help you learn what I see? That's development. Good morning, Rachel. How are you? Yeah, expectations are not telepathy, right? It gets pretty practical here. You tell somebody, I was classic for this, you know, hey, wrap things up when you know, at the end of the day, just going to wrap things up. And I go there the next day and the two casement windows on the second floor bathroom would be wide open. And there was a thunderstorm last night. Whoops. Okay. You might tell somebody, take care of the job site. What does that mean? Sweep it up at the end of the day, vacuum it, take the trash home, stack the materials up neatly, protect the customer's floors. Hey, maybe try the outlets in the second floor to make sure the homeowner's hairdryer is going to work in the morning, so my phone doesn't ring. You know, walk the customer through progress, lock every door, turn off every light, take care of the job site. What does that mean? Okay, maybe that's what you pictured when you said it, and that's kind of, it might not be what they pictured when they heard it. Okay, then tomorrow you walk in and you're pissed because things didn't match up. There's dust on the floor, stuff's not stacked up, customer has no idea what's going on. So sometimes it's a clarity problem. Okay. Yeah, Bill, not a good idea to jump on the live when Alex is still working. Hey, Alex, what are you doing? Oh, shoot. Yeah, I told them isn't the same as they understood. You know the thing about assume, right? So, you know, but Bob, I told them. Okay, telling them isn't necessarily communicating. Okay, you can say something once, you can send a text, however you want to do it. Good morning, Jace. You can mention it while, you know, walking out the door, and you can throw it into a 30-minute meeting if you want. 17 other things, right? It doesn't mean understanding happened. Okay, communication isn't complete because something left your mouth. Well, I told them they should know, right? Communication's complete when understanding exists on the other side. So when somebody gets it, you see something kind of registers there instead of that blank stare, right? They're just looking at you like, I'm not sure that he like took that in, or it's just silently saying, screw you, Bob. Like, I'm not really gonna do that. And you can leave anytime because we're not getting anything done while you're here. Okay. Great leaders learn to verify that, whether there's been a connection. Okay. Tell me what you heard. Walk me through what we're gonna do. What does finished look like to you? Okay. When are you going to have it done? What could prevent you from getting this completed? What more do you need from me to accomplish this? Okay. Now we're communicating. And clarity isn't micromanagement, guys. All right. I think some leaders resist this because they don't want to micromanage. Oh, I don't want to tell them how to do their job. I told them what I need done. Right. I don't want you guys to micromanage either. Okay. But there's a huge difference between clarity and control. Alex says, if I go over a day in the morning, I also send a group text, easy to forget the 17 things I told them. Right, exactly. Good stuff. It's a survival tactic for you too as the leader, right? So micromanagement is do it exactly like this. Now do this. Now do that. Now let me check it. No, move that. Give it to me. I'll just do it. That's micromanagement. Clarity is here's the outcome. Here's why it matters. Here's when we need it. Here are the boundaries. Now go make it happen. Boom. Okay. That's not micromanagement. That's leadership. In fact, clarity creates freedom. When somebody clearly understands the outcome, you can give them more room to figure out how to get there. All right. Develop some thinkers. Okay. Without clarity, everybody keeps coming back to you. What should I do? Hey, Alex, is this okay? Hey, Bob, what about this? Hey, Bill, what do you want me to do here on this? Right. Eventually, the owner says, why does everybody keep coming to me for everything? Well, maybe you've trained them to. Maybe you trained them to. So, good morning, Ryan Heisler on Instagram. Good to see you, buddy. Ryan and I share a birthday. Way different year, though. How about the thing we call the moving target, right? Yesterday you wanted this, now you want that, or we didn't know yesterday, now we know this, right? We change the expectation after the fact. Like the employee completes something, the leader walks in and says, well, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Was what you wanted clear beforehand? Or did you discover what you wanted when you saw what you didn't want? That's an important distinction, guys. Like your people need to know, what does winning look like? Give them a fighting chance. They didn't know that before they play the game, not afterward. That's a very frustrating position to be in. People leave companies because of that. Accountability requires clarity, okay? Probably the biggest point today. Like I talk about accountability all the time. We talk about it in our Edge Live community. If you want to join that, let me know. I'll hit you with a link. Yeah, I really believe in it. Okay, people should own their responsibilities. Okay, people should do what they said they were going to do. Okay, they should be accountable for the results. Absolutely, but you can't hold someone accountable for an expectation you never made clear. That's just not fair. Okay, that's not accountability. That's just frustration after the fact. Vicious cycle, really. You know, before I ask, why didn't you do it? I should be willing to ask myself, did I make expectations unmistakably clear? If the answer is yes, then great. Now we have an accountability conversation to have, right? Now we have that, tough conversation. If the answer is no, then part of this belongs to me. Fix the clarity first, then hold the people accountable, okay? The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. Yeah, I love that, Rachel. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, don't give them the answer. Give them the destination, all right? There's another layer to this whole thing. Like clear doesn't mean just telling them the answers, all right? If anything, you probably want to do less of that. Instead of saying do this, that, and the other thing, and this, try this. Here's where we need to go. Tell me how you think we should get there. So now they're thinking and now they're developing and solving problems and taking ownership. If their plan doesn't work, then you coach them, all right? Ask questions, help them see the gap, all right? Don't automatically grab the wheel. Like the goal isn't to create people who are really good at following your directions. The goal is to create people who can think. I used to have guys challenge me all the time. Hey, Bob, and if it was Mark, we would just do it Mark's way because Mark, forgot more about construction than I ever knew. But some guys would say, "Whoa, well, how come we're not doing this? How come we're not doing that?" And I would say, "Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it that way. Well, here's the outcome that I'm looking for. If you can get there doing that way, fine. If we don't, then we're going to talk about it. Then we're going to pivot back to the way I've done it 172 times before that. Okay, but go ahead." And they would learn. Okay, and I wasn't always right. They weren't either. Okay, but at least we had communication. The expectation, the outcome was always defined. All right. How about these 3 questions? Here's something you can use today. Before you hand something off, make sure the other person can answer 3 questions. Number 1, what does done look like? Like, define what done looks like. Like, what's the actual outcome? Number 2, when does it need to be done? Or when does it need to be done? Okay, put the accent on the first word. So not soon, not when you get a chance, not if everything else goes well, when. So number 2 is when does it need to be done? Number 3, who owns it? So one person needs to know this belongs to me. And a task assigned to more than one person is assigned to no one. Okay. You'd be amazed how many organizational problems get solved when these 3 things become clear: what, when, and who. Okay. It's very simple. What, when, and who. But simple doesn't mean unimportant, guys. Okay. Keep it simple. It doesn't mean unimportant. All right. So today's challenge brought to you by Bubba Hogan, the Mid-South Pond dude, who has a retreat to attack coming up November 9th through the 12th. I like how you guys sponsor me and I don't make any money for it. Bunker's been sponsoring me for a while. I haven't seen any check yet. Just kidding. I like to give you guys a shout out. By the way, if you have a business, pop your link in the chat, guys. You should be supporting each other. Good morning, Dustin Hippensteel. How are you? What's happening? When? What, when, and who? Yes, thanks, Elizabeth, in the chat. Exactly. So here's a challenge, okay? Try to catch yourself saying something today, like maybe out loud, or maybe just inside your head. They should know. Or you know that feeling. Dustin, you can probably appreciate this. You got guys on site. You're walking away. You're about to get in your truck, and you're like, "Yeah, I should have told him about that piece of drip edge. I should have mentioned that. That fridge end panel is 30, but I want it cut down to fridge depth. They'll look at the plan. They'll know, right? And then you get back, and they didn't know. Okay, so when you say to yourself, "They should know," and when you hear yourself say it, stop and ask, "Why should they know? Did I teach them? Did I explain what good looks like or done looks like? Did we agree on the outcome? Did you get a reaction back, right? Did we agree on the deadline? There's the when, okay? Do they understand why it matters? There's that why, right? And did I just verify understanding? Did I recognize that, hey, we've got some connection here, okay? Or am I expecting them to read my mind? Okay, because your employees aren't mind readers, guys. By the way, your spouse isn't either. Neither are your kids or your clients or anybody. Okay, it applies everywhere. Here's a better leadership question. Like, instead of asking why don't they get it, it's like asking a toddler, why'd you do that? They don't know. They just did it. Why don't you get it? Try asking, how could I make this clearer? That's a real leadership question. Not are we clear here? I would just oftentimes say, "Hey, just so we're on the same page, let me run. Just so I make sure we're on the same page, right? And I'm doing what I'm supposed to do." That would give me a way to kind of go back over it without being disrespectful or, saying to somebody, "Does that make sense?" Okay. You can spend all day being frustrated about, somebody should understand, right? You could teach them, one thing creates resentment, okay? The other creates capability, okay? If you don't make it clear, it's going to create resentment, okay? Having a discussion, being communicative creates a little bit of capability, okay? If you can teach clearly, communicate clearly, verify understanding, give somebody the resources they need, and they still consistently don't deliver, now we got a problem, right? Now we've learned something different. And then we can deal with that, right? Don't confuse a failure of communication with a failure of character, or give a crap, so to speak, right? Yeah, it's like, hey, let's make sure we're in sync, right? Um, Guys, this has been great. I hope day 3 of becoming the leader you follow, or you would follow, has been good for you. I want you to stop making people guess. You ever work for somebody like that? Like, I don't know what she wants. Ugh. Now you're trying to do your job from a place you shouldn't be. Okay, trying to figure out what else someone wants to see. Right. Okay, your people shouldn't have to decode you. They shouldn't have to figure out what you meant. Well, you said this, but he kind of meant this. Was he being passive aggressive? I don't really know. Okay, they shouldn't have to discover your expectations by disappointing you. So tell them what winning looks like. And don't change it. Don't move the target. Tell them why it matters. Tell them when it needs to happen. And just make the ownership clear. Are we on the same page here? Are we in sync, as Elizabeth says? Give them the room to go do it. Okay? Give them the room to succeed or fail, and then coach them out. Okay? Because good leadership isn't creating people who constantly need you. Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it. It's good leadership is creating people who know where they're going, even when you're not standing beside them. My husband would love me to say, how could I make this clearer? None of this stuff. Don't try any of this stuff at home. only at work. Oh, shoot. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. Please share it out to somebody who needs to hear it. And I also shared a video today. It was an interview of Tom Brady by Travis and Jason Kelsey. It was a good video. It took a few minutes to watch it, but it was pretty cool, about Tom talking about how he never really got to play really until his senior year at Michigan. So it was a good listen, just for some of you guys that hey, maybe you're having a rough day of it today. You're thinking, I don't know if what I'm doing is going to work, or you think you should be further along. Check out that video. It's a good listen from a guy who went to the top, and stayed there. Okay. But guys, take this and share it if you can. Okay. Reach out to somebody who needs to hear from you today. Okay. Take care of your people. Take care of your business. Take care of yourselves. Luke McGee, good to see you. Hello to Nikki. And tomorrow we're going to do day 4 about what's it going to be? Being calm in the chaos. Okay. Maybe you should be creating the chaos, right? Leadership isn't really tested when everything's going right, guys. It's revealed when everything starts going sideways. Jamie Moeller, good to see you. We miss you. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a great day. Make someone's day. Reach out to someone who needs to hear from you. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same station. We'll see you. Bye-bye.